So welcome you all spectators. This is a presentation from Sanjeev Kumar, a science teacher at Darbhanga Public School. And today in this video tutorial we are going to understand or know about human heart. Actually, where is the human heart and what is its function? Where is the human heart located? It is located in between the lungs, and the space is called mediastinum. So in the thoracic cavity our heart is placed, and it is placed in between the two lungs. What is its size? The size of the heart is just the size of the fist or shape of our fist. It is triangular, and the male heart, it is about 280 to 340 grams in case of male, and in case of female it is 230 to 280 grams. Okay, so the weight is more in case of male. If you see the heart is actually triangular, and it is tilted little bit towards left side. And you will find the depression. If you see from outside, you will find depression here, and this is called coronary sulcus. Coronary sulcus. Okay, and you will find the depression from seen from outside in between this region. In between the ventricles there is a depression, and this depression, it is called interventricular sulcus. Because in between the ventricle this depression is there, so interventricular sulcus. Okay, interventricular sulcus, clear? And where it is located, see the diagram, then you understand. It is, suppose two lungs are there, and here is the another lung, and here one depression is there. It is this depression is called cardiac notch. Cardiac notch. And in this cardiac notch our heart is placed. Okay, so heart is placed here. This is the heart which is placed here. This is heart. Okay, and these things, our lungs, and this space is called mediastinum. Mediastinum. Now you see, our lung and heart, it is a very delicate organ, so it need protection. So it is protected under this rib cage. Okay, so rib cage is there, and within this, and a thoracic cavity is formed, and in this thoracic cavity actually our heart is protected. Thoracic cavity. So in this our heart is protected within it. Now you see, if you see, the heart is continuously, since birth it continuously pumps blood, and the action is continuous. It is not going to fatigue, so continuous action is there. And you see one thing in the heart, that what are the three walls which is present in our heart muscle. If you see, it is the wall of the heart is having three layers. Suppose if this is the innermost layer is called endocardium. Innermost layer is endocardium. And just after that you will find, if you just see, this muscular layer is there. This is the muscular layer. So it is called myocardium, cardiac muscle. It is made up of, it is myocardium, and it is made up of muscle, cardiac muscles. It is made up of cardiac muscles. Okay, and just above that you will find that there is a layer which is this layer. In this layer you will find that there is a fluid. This is actually called epicardium, and epicardium is the outermost layer. If you go from inside to outside in the walls of the heart, so the innermost, if you just examine the wall of the heart or look for the wall of the heart, it is the innermost, it is endocardium. Middle one, it is the myocardium, and outermost, it is called epicardium. So this layer is epicardium, and epicardium, it is you see here two layer is there. Outer parietal, it is outer parietal layer, and inner it is called this visceral layer, visceral layer. Okay, this is visceral layer, and in these two, in this epicardium, it is made up of these two layers: outer parietal, inner visceral. And in between these two, so these are the commonly called as parietal and visceral, so they are commonly called as serous. These are serous pericardium, serous pericardium it is called. And in between the visceral and parietal layer there is a fluid, and this fluid is called pericardial fluid. This fluid is called pericardial fluid here, and pericardial fluid is here. This is pericardial fluid. Pericardial fluid. This fluid acts as a shock absorber. So you see that our heart pumps regularly, and even though it has a regular rhythmic action, and then also it is not getting damaged or any type of this damage occur to it. This is because of this pericardium, this pericardial fluid which is present in between these two visceral and parietal layer of epicardium, and this acts as a shock absorber. And outer to this there is a fibrous layer which is present. It is made up of this fibrous tissue and fibrous pericardium. It is called fibrous pericardium. Outside you will find the fibrous things are there. Fibrous tissue it is, and this is called fibrous pericardium. It is fibrous. Okay. So this is some overview about the human heart, and the role of pericardium is thus it acts as a shock absorber, and also it acts as a lubricant. So, and in the next video I will just tell you more about the heart. Thank you.